All right. So if you guys are watching so far, and if you're watching this in the future and it's a YouTube video and you just got to Painsmith and you've been struggling even a little bit, shit's about to get real very fast. Not even on Mythic, on Heroic. I think Painsmith and Fate Scribe coming up might be two bosses that kill more inexperienced or pickup groups in the history of WoW. I mean, this boss is going to cram on new raid guilds or pugs. Like, I mean, just absolutely cram on them. So there's multiple parts to this fight. Let's just watch it through real quick. So first part of the fight is you have chains. Goes on a couple of random people. It depends on the group size. Larger group sizes get more chains, so this might be something where running it in a smaller group size is actually easier. You'll have to see. We tested it on like a large size, and there were certainly more than 3. I think it was only like 4 though, so maybe it won't matter too much. The first thing you're going to see is here. They have changed this though. They have changed which weapons come out. So what you saw if you watched our heroic testing is, what you guys saw our tanks doing is jumping off the edge and jumping back on and getting rid of the spikes. All right, do not do that. If you saw that and you are doing the boss now, you do not want to do that at all. That will kill everyone in the raid instantly. They made a function thing where that will kill you. But this is heroic testing, so you won't see it kill us then. The tank goes in the corner. All it does is a Zymoxy kind of like fall off damage. Like everyone in the raid took damage right there, but Young Cat heals again with the insane Spirit Shell. You can't even tell except for the chain people. And there's this rotating thing. This will happen again at the end of the fight, but it's much, much faster. But it's really simple. So if you want to get used to living this part of the fight on your own, just look at the ground and stay in one square. As soon as you see the square next to you go off, immediately move into that square, and that's it. Ready? So, okay, well, he blinked. Bad example, but like this guy right here. You see how this paladin's waiting? This paladin's going to wait for it to go off. Move in, easy, right? Last phase, you have to do it a little quicker, but that works every time for any class. You don't have to use movement displacement. Okay, right after this, a set of balls are going to spawn. Okay, now these balls on heroic testing had a ton of fucking health. They have way less health now. The best thing to do is probably going to be focusing one in the middle. You want to focus one in the middle and blow it up, and you want everyone to go in as fast as possible. Yes, you can wait, but because chains will likely be out at that time, you're going to want to kill one of them so you're able to like walk through. Now, it'll be dead already on heroic right here. It'll be dead already. They nerfed the health of it a lot, but you want the chain people to stay back, and you want everyone else to just funnel through, right? So the chains have enough time to move in without bouncing anyone off or killing them into a ball. So they lost a few people there because of that chain guy in the back. Now, everything works on these balls as you'd expect. If you guys are a warlock and you never want to deal with this, if you're a monk with transcendence, if you're a mage with blink, if you're any night fae, if you're any Venthyr, you can just be like, I'm going to hit that ball, but I'm not going to do any of that shit. I'm just going to like blink it every time. That's fine. You can do that. That's up to you. This tank doesn't look like he's going to get very far away. This is a very weird spot for him to be in. This is going to be so strange. If you're a tank, again, I know I'm not going to talk too much about tanks, but always go to a corner with this. It's just fucking weird to... Oh, no. Yes. Okay, he did it. Okay, well, hopefully they can get to the intermission because everything just kind of repeats here. Okay. So they have a tank thing going to the corner or almost to the corner. Very nice. They have the chain. They're actually doing this really cleanly for this heroic test. A lot of people struggled here. Oh, no, Kalamazi. Fuck, man. It's okay. Oh, you guys saw the other thing they wiped too. Okay, so there's this thing on this fight called bombs. They're going to go out right now. Do you guys see these arrows over here? Don't focus on him getting hit. Do you guys see these bombs on the ground? They need to be blown up. So basically, they do a very small amount of damage, but there's a like 3-second debuff. Do you guys see his raid frames? I'll make it bigger. Do you guys see how there's 3 debuffs? These are blown up by any of these things. A ball rolling over them, spikes hitting them, any player hitting them. Those 3 things can happen, and it will blow up the bombs. It's a very easy mechanic if you blow them up one by one, or at least spread them out. The main way you will wipe on this encounter is by completely ignoring the bombs. If you're a raid leader, make the bombs your job. Tank, healer, DPS, doesn't matter. Make your entire job, anytime bombs are out, you're immediately starting the cycle of breaking them, so you never have this happen to you. Because as you see, what's about to happen is because of where they positioned the bombs and where the tank mechanic was coming from, all of their bombs are about to blow up right now, probably one-shot their whole group. Ready? And it's about to blow up how many of them? 3 of them, so they're going to go to 4 stacks. And they're all dead. right? Or it went to 5. There was one I didn't even see. Oh, they didn't die. They almost died. They should have died. That is doing the mechanic as bad as you can do it, and they lived. But yeah, obviously you want to avoid that. Even one less stack there would have meant they were like really close. Okay, now this is the intermission. What happens here is like ad spawn. They did change these ads. I believe it's on heroic as well, but they used to just spawn and like whatever. If you were confused on testing both on mythic and heroic, yes, these were like some of them were invisible, and people were just taking damage nowhere near the actual fire on the ground. But assuming that that's fixed, which I assume it is, one of the very few bugs on testing, you just don't stand in these fire circles and you're fine, and you just want to AoE them. You do not want to use CDs on them. You just want to like kind of slowly get them down. Like the whole point of this phase is just it's Fall Guys, right? You guys done Fall Guys before? It's that. There's an open spot every time. You want to stay near the, oh no. And then you just want to, oh no. Okay. Oh yeah, see right there. He died to bullshit, right? Didn't he just die to nothing? There's nothing under him, and he clearly dies to these hitting the ground. Yeah, that you literally, the bug on testing shown for you right there. That guy got hit by nothing. Yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen, but that's what was killing the shit out of people. Wait, check the journal. Oh, the ads were removed from heroic? Are you sure? Wait, what the fuck are you gonna do in heroic then? Oh, here we go. No, it's in heroic. Raznal's work unleashes blazing cinders that fall into the chamber, inflicting 40 fire damage to all players upon impact and taking form as a shadow steel ember. So yeah, those are the ads. That's fine. Yeah, so the ads are definitely still there. Now, it might be mythic only where they gain energy. They have to be killed in a certain amount of time or they'll blow up. Very similar to commandos, but there's no absorb shield. However, when we tested this on mythic, the rate at which they gained energy was very slow. So like you would have never had trouble killing them. Just kind of important to note that they do need to die in some sort of... It might be that way on heroic as well, so just note that. So they die here again, and they go... Let's see how far they get. A lot of public testing guilds did not get far on this. So if we can see last phase, that would be super good. Okay, so they're going to see everyone alive in the intermission. So yeah, as long as you get into the intermission, you just like kind of low effort cleave these ads while just running around. And then you just repeat. In P2... Oh, sorry, the thing I was going to mention. Going into the intermission... The chains don't immediately go away. They might have fixed that on the mythic testing, I don't remember. But if you like push into the phase with a fresh set of chains, it'll make the phase way harder to do. So you actually want to push before, as chains are expiring. Oh, they get a kill? Nice, nice, nice. So this is P2. So P2 does a different one. It does again, this isn't mythic. Mythic, this fight is way different. But on heroic, look what the tank does. He just takes it to a corner and it's a joke. You just take it to the corner. This is actually probably easier than the P1 one. So let's actually go forward a little bit. They might wipe again. Looks like they're wiping. Okay, let's get a pull where they go into the last phase. They lust on pull. That's probably why they struggled. Yeah, I would definitely recommend lusting last phase, I think. Okay. Oh, they're about to see last phase. They're about to go into the second intermission with everyone alive. Nice. Also, very important, if you push the boss, it gets rid of the balls. So you need to know when the boss pushes. Okay, so they do the last phase. Now, the last phase, I just want to show you guys how fast it goes. That's the only reason I'm still watching this. Here we go. Here we go. So you guys look, it does both. So it does the P2 and P1 mechanic, but it's faster. So it's going to do like, you know, the rows. So you need to get it in the corner and be away from it. And then it's going to do like a faster thing. So you just need to hard watch it. That's fine. So this is what I think. I think the last phase, I think spikes are going to destroy pugs. I think pugs are going to get just murdered by this mechanic. It doesn't one-shot. That's important. On Mythic, it does one-shot. But on Heroic, it doesn't one-shot you to get hit. Oh, dang, they're actually going to do it. They were really lucky. So what they had was they had 3 classes with chains be able to make it across on their own. This would have been so much harder if their 3 chain people still had to go through at the end, you know? Like, they're going to have to wait for everyone else to go in right now, and then the chains would have to go in single file behind them. Probably 3 people died there minimum. Oh, this is going to kill people. They have 5 traps. So look at this combo. They have spikes coming in, and they have 5 traps down. So you have to know which traps to hit so you don't get any 5 stacks, or you don't get any 4 stacks. A 3 stack won't kill you, a 2 stack won't kill you. So okay, they already popped 2. Perfect. Don't pop another one. Okay, they're actually really smart. Because right now, there's no reason to pop them. They're getting a 3 stack here no matter what. You can't avoid it because of the spikes coming, right? So they just need... That mage will die unless he has cauterize. Nice. Yeah, he blocked. Nice. Oh, he's a frostman. Wait, how did that... Wait, hold up. How did this bomb not blow up? Look at this bomb. Was it just perfectly in between two things? I actually have never seen that before. Literally pixel perfect in the middle. That's actually hilarious. I didn't even know that was possible until right now. But obviously don't plan on that. Don't be a raid leader and be like, it's okay guys, I'm gonna leave this one up because it's pixel perfect in between. Like, don't do that. But yeah, because it's not a hard enough mechanic to need to do that. Yeah, so you just keep repeating this. That's the same thing. All right, so here we go. Comp. Maybe Blinky Boys, but also just bring your best players. Things to look out for. Honestly, so spikes, number 1, balls, number 2, bombs, number 3, and unfortunately, your friends with chains. So basically, you want to look out for everything because the entire fight is designed to kill you. That's it. This is going to be a mid-tier wall for a lot of guilds. Not in the way that Ashvane was, not in the way that Gorefiend was, but in a different way. It's just a personal responsibility, pass-fail kind of fight. I don't think it'll be a lot of pulls on the Race to World First, but I think this is going to be like Hungering, I think. Just in the way that all World First guilds killed this boss in like 1 to 3 pulls, and like the average casual pull count of Hungering is like 60 plus. This will be a fight like that. Heroic Guardian, banger fight. New Sludge Fist. This fight is Sludge Fist without a damage amp. Okay, so here's how this fight's gonna work. Okay, you move out of this line. That's number 1. Very easy. You don't get hit by this thing because it'll silence you. All good. When the boss's energy hits 0, he's gonna cast Purging Protocol. Okay, they're doing weird shit. Okay, we need to go way later in the testing. They didn't know how the boss worked on that pull. Negative. All right, again. And they lost on pull. Certainly that's fine. They do it again. Yeah, okay, you don't want to do this. So you don't want to do this. So the boss is going to cast a Purging Protocol in between every battery. The fight is on rails. Every battery is going to give the boss a certain amount of energy, and the battery phase will last the exact same amount of time as soon as you activate it. The only thing you can do to increase and decrease the timing on Heroic and Mythic is to take more Purging Protocols, okay? So what you want to do is you want to take Purging Protocols, and then when it's whatever's safe for you, right? Like if you're pugging this, do like 2, you know, like something that will require basically no cooldowns. And then as the boss is casting the 3rd one, at the very end, drag it into the battery, okay? And once you're in the battery, you want everyone to be stacked. A lot of people will be spread. It actually kind of creates problems because there's going to be a threat neutralization happening. How I would suggest positioning this, this is not something, so if you're on Guardian, how you want to do it is, let's just say this is like the first battery, this is the second battery, and this is the 3rd battery, okay? Boss man, which is right here. God, he looks so stupid. Let's say you have like your entire raid on the boss here, right? All the homies are hitting this boss. So the boss is casting Purging Protocol 1, 2, and then before 3, you're just like, all right, boss, that's enough. Go in here. Okay, so you pull the boss in here. Stack up the entire raid right where you pull the boss in. Everyone. The 3 threat neutralizations are going to go out. You want to get them in a triangle away from the boss so you don't cleave anyone. You have one go here, probably. One go here. There's only one way you can do this. And one like go here. That way, this part is still safe and only those 3 people have to move. As you're going to see from theirs, people are going to get threat neutralization, and then they're all going to be like, wait, what the fuck? Right? And then they're all like rushing around trying not to get cleaved. If you would have just went here initially, the only 3 people that have to move are the people with the debuff. Basically like 6 people moved there. So it's just inefficient, right? There's also a decent amount of damage. Very important. Once you enter this circle while the battery is being charged, if you leave it, you'll basically instantly die. Don't do that. Stay in the circle until it's gone. You'll notice when it's gone by either tracking its energy or waiting a few seconds here, and you'll see this circle go away, and you're gonna see it blow up. Okay, when you see this, when this blows up, if you're in the brown stuff, you die. When you're not in the brown stuff, you take damage, but you don't die. So like, you know, you can like rally that or whatever the fuck, right? So you get out of it, they rally, good rally, and then they do the exact same thing. So basically you do the same thing. Now that charges the boss's energy. So the boss now is at 64 energy. You're waiting for it to go down, okay? Oh no, so they keep, okay, why are they doing that? Do not do this. Do not pull, if you're doing this on Heroic, do not pull the boss into the battery before Purging Protocol goes off. You're just giving yourself less time to kill it. You're making the fight harder. So the boss is going down to 30%. He's at 18. Okay, they drag him to the last one. They're going to fill up his battery. Same thing. You repeat the battery phase. If you have enough damage, well, the thing is like one Purging Protocol isn't going to do anything to you. So even if you have enough damage, you would always let one Purging Protocol go off and then let the next one go to the boss. And then they're probably gonna kill it through these purgings. But look, so these are the Purging Protocols, just so you can see them. Purging Protocol number 1, cast right now. Okay, does this much damage. Purging Protocol 2, cast. You could like rally and barrier this or something, right? And then you live that cast. They almost all lived with no cooldowns. And then before the third one cast, look at his cast. If you pull him into a battery before Purging Protocol, like even if it's about to go off, it'll cancel the cast. And you gain yourself almost 5 seconds of DPS by doing that. So if you're doing this on Heroic, just do what they're doing to wipe at the end here. Like they're just going to die now because they didn't do it earlier. Just do that earlier. Literally before every battery, you can take, on Heroic safely 1 or 2 Purging Protocols. There's nothing else happening. And then you'll pretty much easily kill it. There's not too much to talk about here at all though. What else is there to talk about on this fight? I don't think there's anything to watch out for. Comp does not matter. If you are struggling, just like add a healer or something, because it'll give you like more cooldowns like stack up. Things to look out for. Battery positioning. If you're a raid leader, this simple. When batteries come out, mark yourself. Fuck everyone else, okay? Mark yourself with a star, okay? So you're the raid leader. Be like, everyone stack on star. When you move a boss into a thing, everyone stacks here. That way, everyone's here. And then as soon as the threat neutralizations go out, those people just spread out away from you. It'll be way cleaner and way easier to heal, way less movement for everyone if you just do that. And then basically that's it. So that's like the basic way to do that encounter on Heroic. Is there anything else that matters? Yeah, do 1 purging at least in front of every battery. Doing that 3 times in a fight versus what you just saw them doing, just 1 purging and then going in front of the next one will gain you over 30 seconds of boss DPS, doing differently what they just did. Literally 1 Purging Protocol take. But they also added soaks since this last testing. I don't know how the soaks work on Heroic, actually. And Mythic is way different. But there's a tank soak. Where's the combo? It's like right here. Additionally, it inflicts 220k arcane damage split amongst all players within 6 yards of the primary target. And they also reduce is there a debuff on Heroic? There is, but it's for 30 seconds. But the Mythic debuff is shorter. This is probably as simple as Shatter on the tanks. You just soak this away from everyone. It's like the Agrimar combo. So you take Shatter, and then on the Obliterate, you just stack it on the raid. I don't know on Heroic, since we haven't tested it, I don't know if it does more than 1 tank soak every phase. If it does more than 1 tank soak, you'll want to do half the raid in one and half the raid in the other one. So very similar to when you guys were assigning Sired and Athreus groups and you had like 1 group go on 1, 1 go on 2 early in the patch. Just do that for these soaks. If there's multiple in that time frame, although it's very possible on Heroic that there's only 1 in between every battery in which everyone could just soak it every time. But if that was the case, then the debuff wouldn't matter. So I actually don't know. Just do it this way. If there's only 1 in between every battery, have the entire raid soak it every time, just to reduce damage. If there's 2, soak it with like either melee and ranged, or soak it with just half the raid in the next one. Just something like that. There will only ever be 2 in Heroic because the time in between batteries isn't that long. So just if you're watching this in the future, the reason why is because when we tested this on Heroic, that mechanic, I don't even know if it existed. Like, is it doing it at all? I don't even think it happened. Yeah, like, look, it's doing the tank mechanic, and then there's no, like, soak. Yeah, there's nothing. So, like, it's just, they added it after Mythic and then retroactively added it to Heroic. So, it's something that we never tested. So, we don't know exactly how long it's happening on Heroic, but we know in Mythic it's going to be, like, faster. So, you'll kind of have to wait and see this. There's, like, no VOD of it, but, yeah. That's it. Easy boss.